If you're new here, hi, I'm Kat. I'm a physical therapist that specializes in working with runners and a run coach, and I am running my first Boston Marathon this April 2026. This series is showing you exactly how I train my body, assess my weaknesses, and build a marathon-ready engine from the ground up. Before you jump into marathon training, you need answers. How strong is your engine? How efficient is your body? And what's going to break down first? In this episode, we are going to be talking about assessing your body and the tests that I do before training for the Boston Marathon to make sure that I am showing up to Boston as strong as possible. Before we talk about all these tests, let's talk about why it's important to assess before the marathon training. Most runners I see typically jump straight into mileage, but don't really have any intention behind what they're doing or why they're doing it. They don't really know where they're starting from, what paces they should be training at, and what systems are strong and weak. This is what the tests show us and how we are able to intentionally structure our training. In this video, we're talking about 3 tests that I assessed the last 3 to 4 weeks to be able to use moving forward and help my training for Boston. And that is a 5K time trial, a VO2 max test, and a DEXA scan. Okay, so I just finished my track workout. I am 10 days out from a 5K time trial, using that time to figure out what I should potentially shoot for as my goal time for Boston Marathon. Today, we had a repeat workout. So we did 3, 2, 1, 3 minutes at threshold, 2 minutes at 5K pace, 1 minute of work at mile effort, so sub 6. We did that 4 times through. I didn't feel great today. My body's tired from just like a long weekend at the dry needling course. But despite all that and the effort feeling like not so great, was still able to hit the paces. Like to do sub 20 and PR my 5K, which is like a 1952. But I know fitness wise I'm showing that I can do sub 20. So my coach Caleb said whatever happens with the 5K, my paces are showing that I can do, a 1940 5K. That's what we'll shoot for an estimated prediction time for the marathon. So we shall see. All right. Time to lift.
Come on, let's go, dig.
So we got second place. Official time was 20:21. I have on my Garmin, when I hit 3.1, it was 19:57. Didn't feel my best, and I kind of knew that going into it, but I feel like it was pretty consistent despite not feeling my best. We just keep chugging along. So we signed up for a turkey trot on Thanksgiving. Maybe redemption, maybe run just for fun. We'll see. But day's done, time to relax. Let's talk about the first diagnostic test. That is going to be the 5K time trial. Since my first video, we have done 2 5K time trials. Both of them ended up being the exact same time, 19:57. However, my watch tells me I can do a 19:35K. Coming back to that during the VO2 max test, the time trial tells me where my threshold pace probably sits around, how well I tolerate this intensity, and how much speed I have to gain going into marathon training. What I noticed in the 5K, I'm able to sustain that faster speed. I definitely feel more powerful, but to hold it for a long period of time, I always seem to fall off. That goes into our second test, the VO2 max test. People obsess over zone 2, but they don't even really know where their zone 2 is. The VO2 max test allows me to have my intentional paces in which I can build upon for marathon training. Hey guys, we're at DEXA NJ, and we are going to be getting some baseline measures today before going into Boston Marathon prep. While the 5K shows performance, the VO2 max test shows potential. The higher your VO2 max test, the more oxygen you can deliver to your muscles, which means more endurance capacity. All right, so I'm warming up to do the VO2 max test now. I especially want this not only to compare where I was back in March when we did this, but also to know where my heart rate zones are. Depending on the training I've been doing, it's shifted. So this gives me a tool to be able to help my training, know where I should be around. Last time we were here, I was 58. So I hope it's more than that. I hope it's, even if it's 1, but I'm going in with an open mind today. I'm going in with an open mind. Whatever it is, it's just a tool. Doesn't necessarily predict your marathon time, so we shall see.
Don't look. Come on, keep pushing, keep pushing. You got it. No, keep pushing, keep pushing.
No.
Catherine, keep pushing. You're not even close. Come on.
This data will help me decide which workouts I need more of. The aerobic base, tempo work, or power and speed sessions. And it did just that. I learned that since the last time I got it, which was in February, my anaerobic threshold dropped a lot. The heart rate at which I hit my anaerobic threshold had dropped, and the amount of oxygen that I am taking in during my anaerobic threshold had dropped. What does that mean? That even though I've built speed and power, and that theoretically I should be able to do a faster 5K, the reason that I have not been able to hit that is because I am hitting my anaerobic threshold very early. That means the VO2 max test is showing me that I need to do more anaerobic threshold. Last but not least, the DEXA scan. The DEXA scan allows us to understand our body composition, including body fat percentage, our visceral fat, and most importantly for me right now, which is why I did this test, my lean body mass. Since the Jersey City Marathon in April, I have made a major focus to build my strength, specifically for high rocks, and I wanted to know that I've increased my muscle mass. Where I'm going to be testing or assessing my lean muscle mass, my body composition, my body fat. I just wanted to see how it's been since the last time I got it, which was in March-ish. I want to know if I gained muscle. Really, that's all I care about. I have so much stuff on. Just put it next to the rest of it.
Down towards your feet. Right there's good. So let's take about 6 minutes. So the first time you came in, you had 33.3 pounds of body fat and 87.7 pounds of lean mass. When you came back in on Pi Day, it was effectively unchanged for fat mass, and you lost actually a pound of lean mass, but you and Mike were both sick for a while.
Yeah.
Prior to that.
We had the norovirus.
Yeah, so that's normal to see, but now you're up at 88.9. Body fat came up a little bit as well, but that's not, you can't really gain long up yet.
Yeah. I kind of felt like I gained a little bit of body fat, but I definitely felt like I also gained strength.
Yeah.
Curious to know your opinion on like from 87 to 88 it's like a little over 1 pound.
Well, let's see where it is.
Yeah. I guess, can I guess? Okay. My legs.
Alright, you lost a little bit in the arms. Yeah.
It's in the legs?
You gained it in the legs.
Yeah.
And the trunk. Minor in the trunk. The majority of it, you gained it in the legs.
Mm.
So I'm expecting to see a higher VO2 max on you. If you have more muscle mass on the legs, you should have more capacity.
What do you think about 1 pound since the last time I've been here?
I mean, you're not someone who is untrained, so you're not going to be gaining much muscle
Exactly.
mass.
So 1 is like considered good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Think about it. You're years into your fitness career, right?
Yeah.
So at this point, if you're only focusing on hypertrophy, you'd probably only be gaining like 5 pounds a year.
So 1 in 6 months or so. A little over, probably like 8, right?
Yeah, 8 months, that's solid.
Cool. I definitely feel like I'm stronger, so. What I've learned from all these assessments. I need to do a lot more anaerobic threshold work. I've actually gained a lot of fitness, which I'm really proud of. And I've built some good leg strength, adding 1 pound of muscle in my legs, which is gonna help me with those Boston Hills. From now on, I'm gonna be targeting more half marathon and 10K work, or threshold and sub-threshold work. And this is the same process I take with my athletes, writing them through their plan. In the next episodes, I will be showing my workouts, how I've been training, how I've been fueling and recovering, and balancing being a physical therapist and run coach on top of that. These assessments are just the beginning of Project Boston. In the next few episodes, I will be showing you how I turn this data and information into a proper plan to be able to help me be successful for Boston. If you want to follow this journey, make sure to hit the subscribe button. And if you need help assessing your starting point, make sure to use the link in the bio to apply for coaching. Remember, you don't just train harder for a marathon, you train smarter.